This is Sun Princess, the newest ship from Princess Cruises, and for the next 7 days I'm going to be on board, travelling around the Mediterranean, documenting my journey and eating as much food as possible. So let's go on board and get some first impressions and see what Sun Princess is really like.
So yeah, it was time to board Sun Princess, and first off it was getting a tag for my bag. That was the first step, and then it was onwards through security, which was pretty quick, and off to pick up my medallion. And I must admit, it was pretty easy. Check the passport, get given the medallion. It was quick, it was spacious, not too much of a hassle, and then onto the ship. Did not take long at all, and all that was left to do was to scan onto the ship, walk into the piazza and get my first impressions. So, after meeting the captain, kidding, here they are.
All right, welcome on board Sun Princess. We made it straight into the piazza. Wow, how stunning it is, over 3 floors. And you've got music, violinist and cello maybe, being played. Everyone's sitting down, having drinks, welcome aboard. I mean, it's not the first stop, people are already on board, which is why it's not so crazy, it's not so hectic. But it's my first stop, and it's a lot of people's first stop. But yeah, wow, nice first impression. Soaking up some of the atmosphere. We should probably get a drink ourselves, right?
So after listening to a little more of the music, it was pretty good. It was time to get into the holiday spirit and get myself a drink. And there's plenty of places to choose from around the piazza. Came to a bar called Bellini's and got myself a cocktail.
Oh, of course, as soon as I sit down, they take a 15-minute break, but I guess it allows me to talk to you and tell you a little bit about the piazza, because it is different. I expected it actually to be the same. I've been on Sky Princess, but it's very different from that. It's 3 layers or 3 levels, much more seating, and the thing that stood out to me immediately was much brighter. There's so much more glass, so much more natural light coming in. Really, really like that. And I guess it's a good thing that it's different, and you have a different experience on every ship. Real nice touch having the music playing as you enter the ship. Really do like that. Really sets the atmosphere, and I just love, as I said, I just love everyone sitting down. You know, it's holiday mode is kicked in. Everyone's in a good mood. Got myself a little drink, a raspberry lemonade, and if I remember correctly, it's got raspberry vodka, lemonade, lime, and limoncello in there. And she said it was the best drink on the menu. I got it from a cocktail bar called Bellini's Cocktail Bar. They work 1,000 miles an hour there. It's impressive. They have order after order after order, and they are going at it. It would have been nice to sit at the bar, but I wanted to come and show you the piazza. It looks, well, it's not the most manly drink, is it? But I don't really care about those things. If it tastes good, she said, it will taste sweet, it will taste sour, it will taste fruity, and it will be delicious, and it's exactly what you want. So, let's try. Oh, she wasn't wrong, and they do not hold back on the vodka. I should say, I'm on the Premier package and I get 15 alcoholic drinks a day. 15! How am I going to survive? And then you get unlimited soft drinks and waters and everything like that. Definitely worth getting on the Plus package or the Premier package if you are an alcoholic drinker, for sure. You definitely get your money's worth there. Anyway, I'm going to sit down, drink a bit of my drink, soak up a bit more of this atmosphere, and then my bag should have arrived, and we'll head over and I'll show you the room. All right, guys, time to show you my room. And, hey, my bag is already there. They've dropped it off, which is great. This is it, 12426, and as you approach, the medallion automatically unlocks your door, which is pretty nice. So in we come. Let me just grab my bag, and I'll show you guys around. You have, well, I'm in a mini Cabana suite, and first impressions, it's pretty nice, I must admit. You've got a huge bed, which looks pretty great. I've got my own sofa, I've got a TV at the end of the bed. Actually, it's much bigger than I expected, much nicer than I expected. Of course, all of the information about where we're going, what's on, information about all the things you can do on board, nice little welcome note, telephone, ice storage, mini fridge, nice mirror, and what is this? Aha! Chocolate strawberries. It would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Which one should we go for? That one looks good. Sweet. cannot beat a chocolate covered strawberry. Let me show you. I'll show you the outside in a second. Let me show you the bathroom. I've got another full-length mirror here. And the bathroom, pretty nice. Toilet, sink, mirror, nice and bright, nice and light in here. And then a shower, which is pretty nice too. I like the tiles, the like faux marble tiles, and this must be the storage space. So I've got drawers, some places to put clothes, a safe, of course, more storage. Oh, there's plenty of storage. Got the life jacket here, hopefully we won't be needing that. And then even more storage, dressing gown. And yeah, I think there's towels in there, coat hangers, everything you need. Don't think, I mean, considering I only have this, don't think I'll be needing much of that storage. Bed looks nice, but there's only one way to really test it, isn't there? Oh, that pillow just sinks under my weight. Nice bed. Think I'm going to sleep well in this one. It's called a mini cabana room for a reason, and that's because we have a mini cabana. So it's a covered area overlooking the balcony with another TV, another little settee in here. You can chill here with the window open or the door open, just off your room, and overlooking the balcony, which I'll show you when this alarm stops. Oh, finally, I thought it was never ending. Anyway, balcony. Got my very own balcony overlooking, well, the port of Barcelona right now. You can see all the way down the ship, which is pretty cool. I like that. But 2 deck chairs and a table. Can imagine sitting out here on a sea day when we're traveling, sipping a glass of something, watching the world and the sea go by. Actually, it's more private than I remember. On the other ship I went on, it wasn't quite so private. Got these large screens here, giving you all the privacy that you need. And of course, safety with the railing, but it's a very nice room, I must admit. You can see, whilst I was waiting for the alarm, I've absolutely destroyed the strawberries and a few other things to say. You have a hairdryer, so don't worry about hairdryer. And you have plugs with US plug sockets with USB-C, which is this one, and USB-A, so you have your USB ports as well for charging your devices. But I'm very happy with it, very, very happy with it. And of course, you have aircon and temperature control and all of such things like that. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good room? Mini cabana suite. And to be honest, my feeling on this is yes, you can have rooms with balconies, and yes, you can have rooms where it's just a window. But from my experience, my vast experience of one other cruise, you cannot beat going out onto the balcony and getting some air in the privacy of your own room. And this mini cabana suite comes with something else a little extra that we have access to, but I'll show you that when we take a tour of the ship later in this video. For now, I need to get ready for the sail away.
So it was up to the top deck and ready for the sail away party. Everyone was out here already in the pool, soaking up the sun, getting ready to leave, and that is what the sail away party is, celebrating leaving port, in this case Barcelona. The entertainment came on, the music started, the dancing started, and of course, couldn't have a sail away party without having a beer, so the beer started. And before I knew it, the famous Princess Cruises horn rang out to say we were leaving. I can't wait. My second ever cruise.
All right, guys, I thought I'd celebrate us getting away from Barcelona, finally setting sail on this cruise with another drink, another cocktail, and again, I don't know what the theme is today, but it's pink cocktails. I thought I'd stick to vodka, and I told him to give me one that didn't taste too strong. So if I'm honest, I'm not the biggest fan of spirits, but I've come to a place, a cocktail bar called Crooners, and wow, look at it, it's pretty beautiful, as I would say. Very nicely laid out, I must admit. Good cocktail, well, friendly bar staff, and I keep chasing these violinists around, it seems, because they're here playing again. And actually, that's not a bad thing because they're awesome for sure. But I just fancied a drink, to be honest. Fancied a drink and to, as I say, celebrate leaving. So, raspberry French martini. Oh, he said you can't really taste the alcohol, but you can taste the alcohol. And I was a little bit apprehensive about coming on this trip alone, I must admit. because I like solo traveling, but where pretty much everyone is paired up or in a family or whatever, I was a bit apprehensive, I must say. And already there's so much to do. There's music on everywhere, there's activities and things going on, even on the first day, even in the first couple of hours, that I don't feel lonely, as it were. People have already started talking to me, everyone's very friendly, the staff are amazing again on Princess, cannot complain at all. A few drinks get down you and you start to loosen up a little bit. And hey, who can complain when you're sitting watching beautiful, stunning music like this in a gorgeous cocktail bar? I mean, this is what it's about. All right, I've already had far too many of my drinks, my 15 drinks in my package, to be filming, to be honest. I went a bit silly, because I do get seasick, and I must admit, that is a bit of a problem for me. So I have taken a seasickness tablet that works, but when it's as calm as this, when it's as stunning as this, when the views are like this, it's not really something you need to worry about. And I was a little worried about it because we went through the Bear Biscay last time and it was like this. But come on, this is like a lake and it is absolutely stunning. Yeah, this is what cruising is about. The peace, the tranquility, the beauty, and just letting your hair down and relaxing, not having to run around, not having to be anywhere. And it's a few hours since I've been on here, already letting my hair down, as it were, and I can just feel this peace coming over me.
So, to be honest, for the rest of that day, I did what everyone did. Listened to the entertainment, relaxed, had some drinks, and watched the most stunning sunset you could ever hope for on your first night of the cruise. It was genuinely breathtaking. And then, yeah, just settled into the evening of entertainment, which was pretty good. The live music here, the entertainment, you're definitely not going to get bored on this ship. It was a lot of fun, people up, dancing, enjoying themselves, and yeah, the entertainers or the staff who were there to help you entertain, leading the way, which was fun. And yeah, I will pick up with you guys in the morning and we'll show you, or I'll show you, my room. See you in the morning, guys.
Good morning. First day waking up on the ship, and I didn't sleep that well, but it wasn't because of the bed or the pillow. It was just because that's how I am when I'm in a new place. But waking up to this is not a bad thing, is it? This is why I say you need a balcony, guys, at the very least. Stunning. Hearing the sea. Don't know if you can hear it, but hearing the sea is not a bad way to wake up. I just want to show you something. I forgot to say something about the bathroom, but I just had my shower. Little touch on the mirror that I didn't expect. The middle part is heated, so the rest of it steams up, whilst you can still see yourself in the mirror. Now, a little touch I didn't expect. So, yeah. I like that. Anyway, after those things, the plan today is to take you around the ship and show you a tour of the ship, the full ship, so you can see everything. I think that's quite important when you're, thinking of booking a cruise. And I think I've got my bearings after yesterday, so I can take you around. And there's something a little special. We're going to get a galley tour, so we're going to go into the kitchens and see what the kitchens are like. But first, I think we should go and find breakfast. So that's the first task. Let me get ready, and I'll meet you at the restaurant. All right, guys, breakfast time, and I've come to one of the main dining rooms, which is very pretty, actually. There's 3 of them. This is the top one on deck 8. And today, this morning, thought what better place to come for breakfast than an American diner, get American-style breakfast. Got my seat. Let me show you the menu. You can actually order more things than just breakfast, but they do have an all-day breakfast here. You have the all-American 3-egg omelette, diner's hash, buttermilk pancakes, and American biscuit. But they do have other things, as I say. They have steaks, they have burgers, they have ribs. I know it's breakfast, but these desserts look insanely good. Mississippi mud pie, strawberry shortcake, banana split, and apple pie. Traditional American desserts, but Mississippi mud pie I used to have at primary school when I was a kid. That's tempting. Can't have that for breakfast, can I? Or can I? But I would say, or I should say, it is complimentary. It's available across all of the packages, or just this basic booking. You just have to come here and get a seat. Wonderful, thank you. Perfect. Now you're going to see how much of a pig I really am. Look what I ordered, but you have to remember, it's all in the aim of showing you the food at the restaurant. So Let me show you. I have pancakes. Can't come to an American diner without eating pancakes, can you? With crispy bacon. Look how crispy and golden that bacon is. Exactly how I like it. It's wafer thin, and that comes with maple syrup. Delicious maple syrup. I've already given that a little try. I've also got the salt beef hash, and you can see that hash in there at the bottom. Looks amazing, with some potato wedges and 2 sunny side up. Yeah, look at that. That is the money shot. Runny egg yolks. Then this looks insanely good. It is a po' boy, which is battered prawns inside a bun with mayonnaise and lettuce and tomato. Looks absolutely insane, and of course that comes with fries, with some dips as well. And then finally, well, I couldn't avoid it after having it in my childhood, could I? I ordered the Mississippi mud pie, chocolate cake, biscuit, chocolate biscuit crust and cream with chocolate sauce. I guess the real question is where to start. I might go with the pancakes because I kind of want the bacon to be warm. So, didn't expect to order this much food, but she said the whole menu was good, so I have to try things. And to be honest, it does look fantastic. And portions are big. Definitely don't need to order this much food for your breakfast. So first thing I'm going to do is get some of that maple syrup. Look at that, it's so runny. I'm gonna get some of that maple syrup all over that bacon. I think it's fair to say, and I think you're smart enough to know, I'm not going to eat all of this food. I used to, when I used to film, I used to feel guilty and eat everything. It's just not possible. Not possible to stay like this and eat all of that food. Get some of those pancakes, a slice of those pancakes. We've got 1, 2, 3 pancakes here, drenched in that maple syrup and some of that crispy bacon. And of course, you can choose other toppings. I chose this. You have options of fruit and various things as well. Wow, this bacon is crispy, dripping in maple syrup. Look at that. Yes, the pancakes are light and fluffy. Sweet, but not too sweet. I think because it's paired with the crispy bacon, you wouldn't want it too sweet. The sweetness is coming from that maple syrup. But for me, that bacon, you don't often get bacon that crispy and that savory, especially the places I travel to. So to find bacon like this, little like wafers of bacon, so good. But if those pancakes weren't good, then the whole thing wouldn't really work. So thank God, you can see, freshly made. You can see them making everything over there, which is great. Yeah, delicious. All right, next up, and I'm gonna try the beef hash. And I've already shown you the eggs. The eggs are cooked perfectly. You get a choice of how your eggs are cooked, of course, as you would expect in any American diner. But that hash, oh, it smells good. You can smell the peppers, the onion, tomato, the hash itself in terms of the potatoes and the salt beef. So first I just want to try the hash, to be honest. It's rich, it's vibrant, it's super light actually. It's not as rich as I thought. You get tomatoey flavor, but we've got those eggs. We need to get those eggs into that hash, mixed up a little, get that runny yolk into there, and then a little bit of those potato wedges. Yeah, that egg yolk just makes it so much richer, so much more silky. Really nice flavors coming through, to be honest. Actually, and you know this one is good because despite having more to eat, I keep coming back and picking at it. It's not really breakfast, is it? But more of a brunch. But come on, couldn't avoid this. Just look at the size of those prawns, big juicy prawns on the inside. But I kind of want a little more mayonnaise or that, actually I think it's more tartar sauce. And I want a little bit more of that on the bun. Nice brioche style bun with salad loaded up and some of those fries. Let's try it. That is delicious. Might even be better than the beef hash. A light and fluffy brioche style bun, nice refreshing salad in there, tomato that actually tastes like tomato, and then the crunch through the batter of those prawns and into the juicy pop with that seafood prawn flavor. And then, just when it all comes through, that tartar sauce cuts through everything. Super delicious, super tasty, well, a bit of a guilty treat, isn't it? I might not be eating everything, but I'm not going to waste those prawns, am I? So good, especially in that tartar sauce. Wow. And that's what's awesome about the complimentary place, that you wouldn't expect that big prawn, king prawn sandwich, essentially deep fried, on the menu. You just wouldn't expect that, but it is, and it is there. And just because it's based here, it doesn't mean you're missing out, let's say, on food in the higher tiers. But dessert, Mississippi mud pie. Let's cut through that. Oh, thick layer of cream on top. Oh, it just cuts through so smoothly. We're on holiday, so we shouldn't feel guilty at eating this at what? 10:30, 11 o'clock. Dessert can happen any time of day, can't it? Now, of course, I have big nostalgia for Mississippi mud pie from primary school. One of my best friend's mums was the chef, and she used to make Mississippi mud pie once a week, and I used to love it. So it doesn't quite fit that nostalgia, but it's good and it's tasty, and you can never go wrong with chocolate, let's be honest. I'm pretty happy with my breakfast. Don't read into the fact that I didn't finish it all. Everything was super tasty, and it's obviously not just me who thinks so, because half an hour later, this place is full. Anyway, I am absolutely stuffed. Need to get some walking, so ship's tour. But I will just say, one thing I do love is the medallion, because places like this, you can walk in, scan your medallion, they know who you are, they give you a seat, you sit down, and then you walk off, especially in a complimentary place. It's just in and out, so easy. And obviously the same with the casual dining, the specialty dining, the experiential dining. It's all done through your medallion, so you don't even have to think about your wallet. You don't have to think about anything. Anyway, ship's tour.
I guess I should tell you a little about the ship. Sun Princess is the newest ship from Princess Cruises and introduces an innovative new shipping platform, the Sphere class. She has 21 decks with the capacity to carry 4,300 passengers and 1,600 crew. So, let me show you around.
All right, I guess there's no better place to start the ship tour than the center of the ship, the main place to hang out and come out, and that's the piazza, the stunning piazza, should I say. Look at that, absolutely stunning, the hub of many activities, and you have bars and cafes and restaurants all around this place. You have seating all around this place, more seating than I've seen on the other ships, actually. And I said before in the video, it's brighter, it's natural light everywhere, but it is still stunning. Might not have the, well, classic beauty of some other ships, but you have modern beauty. And, well, it's the things to do. They do activities here, they have events here. As I say, you can come and chill out, have a drink. The heart of the ship, I would say. So it feels like a bit of an auditorium because you have seating all the way around and you can sit and watch. I like sitting at the top and looking down on things happening, seeing the events. And of course, to get that natural light, what you need is glass, and you have amazing views out of the ship and across the ocean. I mean, you're on a cruise ship, you kind of want to, that's what you want, right? So you have views out, letting all of this natural light in, whilst people are just chilling and enjoying themselves, really. Okay, before we explore the rest of the ship, I just want to show you something that will help you on your way around the ship, navigating the ship. Because if you're worried that you might get lost, well, actually, you do get used to the layout pretty quickly. It's pretty self-explanatory, it's pretty easy. But all over the ship, you have these boards with a map of the ship itself, and you can scan your medallion, and it will show you exactly where you are, which deck you're on, and you can see the 21 decks here, and then it will give you information about what's on that deck, everything there. If you click into one, you can say, get me there, and it will give you directions for how to get there, and it will show you on the map. You can also obviously scroll through and check other decks. You can see they change as you go through, and then it will again sync up on the side and show you exactly what's on each deck, which is pretty cool. I mean, you're not going to get lost, and it logs you in, so you need to make sure you log out afterwards. And then same sort of thing with this. This is just the ship schedule, and you can see everything that's happening right now and where it is, and you see a little bit of where we are. We're at sea, the time, a little bit of information. Excursions, dining reservations, again, you can log in and see exactly what's there for you. But of course, you have that all on the Princess app as well, on your phone, if you want to do that. But these boards are everywhere in the ship. You really aren't going to get lost. So let's keep exploring. Now, you can't come for 7 days at sea or more without having shopping opportunities, can you? And you're lucky, on all of the ships, including Sun Princess, you have the shopping section. with all different brands. Not really something I'm interested in, if I'm honest. Not really a big shopper, but if you are, and obviously people are since they're in there, you can buy all sorts of things from sunglasses to clothes to watches to alcohol. And yeah, I don't think you're not gonna miss out on your shopping on this ship.
In terms of other entertainment venues on board, you of course have the Princess Casino. It's not really my thing, but it's always busy and full of people enjoying themselves. You have plenty of games inside, if that is your thing. You have Princess Arena, which is home to the incredible shows. You have Princess Live, which holds quizzes, comedy shows, music, and more. And then you have the amazing Dome. But let me show you that in more detail because it is a stunner.
All right, guys, this is my favorite area on the whole ship. I could spend my entire time here if I didn't have to film. It's the Dome, and it blew me away when I first arrived. It's a glass, well, it's a glass dome. It's called what it is, but they have music performances here. You can hang out, they have relaxing beds, whatever you want to call them, but it is stunning. Really stunning, and nice temperature in here as well. It reminds me a little bit of Eden Project or maybe Changi Airport in Singapore. Maybe it's inspired by that. You can definitely see a bit of Marina Bay Sands with these structures over here. Insanely beautiful, especially with the blue sky above. You've got people here relaxing on comfy deck chairs, I would say, just chilling, enjoying themselves as they first come onto the ship. But wow, if you're talking about atmosphere, if you're talking about feel good and relaxation and just enjoying yourself when you come onto something like this, it feels premium, it looks premium. Wow. And just through here, you have more pools, another pool area, which looks pretty cool too. Up to you. There's so many different places. Got jacuzzis out here, more of that glass feeling. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite area. Plenty of places to sit, another bar. Look at this pool going underneath and into the dome. You can see the dome on the outside. Let's just have a look around. This should be the front of the ship, I believe. Look at that. Yeah, absolute stunner. And I could have done this trip or this tour around the ship on a port day and it would have been much quieter, but I wanted to show you what it's like on a sea day. And as I said, it's just such a big ship and it's so well planned that it just doesn't feel that busy. There's so many spaces, there's so many places for everyone that you don't feel overwhelmed. And I think it's a good idea to do it on a sea day, just to show you that. Oh, I can't get enough of this, guys. Look at it. Stunner. Anyway, let me show you the main pool area.
Ah, yes, the pools. One of the most important parts of the ship, right? You want to know that you can get a deck chair, find space in the pool and just relax. Well, thankfully on Sun Princess there are 5 pools, 2 Lido deck pools, an indoor and an outdoor pool at the dome, a sanctuary pool and a wake view pool. There's plenty of space, there's plenty of deck chairs up for grabs, and even on sea days, it never felt too crowded, I must admit. As you can see, the pool area is nicely laid out and very pretty. Surrounding it you have bars, you have food, but yeah, this place is all about chilling out, soaking up the sun, and getting into that holiday mood. Up here you also have the fitness center, somewhere I visited every day. It's well equipped, there's classes available, and again, it never felt too busy. And finally on this deck is the wellness center and spa. Whether you're looking for a massage, a manicure, a haircut in the salon, Sun Princess has all the options for you to help you feel your best and look your best. Anyway, let's carry on around the ship.
I'm at the Cabana deck, and if you remember I told you, with my room, the Cabana room or Cabana suite, you get access to a private deck. This is it, it's on deck 9, so you just scan your medallion and in we go. So this is it, and yeah, it's a private little deck. You have your own private jacuzzi and the deck with deck chairs and sunbeds and places, and I think these are the biggest. So I'm in a mini suite. I think these are the Cabana suites, and they have access, direct access through a little door from their balcony, from their balcony onto the Cabana deck. And it is pretty, it is quiet, there's not that many people on it, and I think that's the point, right? The pool areas, there's plenty of space, there's plenty of chairs, you're not gonna not have one, but if you want somewhere which is a bit more private, if you want somewhere which is a bit more secluded, where you can just relax, then this is the place to come, if you have a Cabana suite or a Cabana mini suite. So I might be using this because you have amazing views over the sea, and to be honest, I quite like my privacy. I can see myself just sitting there. Amazing views over the ship, of course. It's on deck 9, and I'm on deck 12, so I have to come down. But if you want it direct access, as I say, you have these Cabana suites here. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you your options, because that's what the ship is all about, right? You have options where you can layer up your experience and create the experience that you want for your holiday. It's your holiday after all, and to be honest, having your own little jacuzzi overlooking the sea, that's what would tempt me, to be honest. Might have to come down and jump in there later. And of course, you have the main dining room, and I should talk about the main dining rooms because it is complimentary, and I'm sure you will eat here because the quality is fantastic for it being the main dining room. If you think how many people they serve, it's split over 3 levels. The first level is traditional style of cruise dining, where you have a set timing. There's a couple of set timings each night you need to reserve, and you come in and you have your seated dinner. The next level is walk-in, and you can come in without a reservation and eat in there, same menu. And then the third level is where the American diner is, but on busy days, like formal nights, it will serve the main dining room menu. And this place is pretty. It serves a lot of people, as I say, but they don't scrimp on what it looks like. The views are awesome, especially down on this level at the back of the ship. Look at that, how stunning. And it's called Horizon Dining Room for a reason, because look, you get the view of the horizon, especially from down here. So much light coming in, so bright. To be honest, if I was eating here, I'd want one of these tables at the back of the ship. I presume they're the busiest ones, but they're the busiest ones for a reason, because wow, that is a view and a half, isn't it? All right, guys, down into the depths of the ship. And I told you we had something special. We have access to the kitchens, and we're just going down and into the kitchens for a little tour. If you've watched my videos before, you will know I love going into kitchens and seeing how they prepare food, especially on a cruise ship like this. It's going to be awesome because let me tell you, there is a lot of process, a lot of procedure, a lot of things that go into feeding this many people, having the right food available constantly and producing this level of quality, this level of cleanliness and public health, things like this. It's going to be cool. Let's go in, straight in. Wow. Oh, straight in and straight into the smell of bread. This is the bakery section where all of the bread, all of the pastries are produced. First thing that jumps out is cleanliness. I mean, it's absolutely spotless. All stainless steel, all top quality equipment, as you would expect. If you want an idea of scale, look at the size of the pot of fruits for the desserts. You can see he's preparing some little cakes here. If I'm honest, guys, I thought all of the pastries were just bought in, to be honest, but they're all made on the ship, and you can see they're making the croissants here, all laid out, so in the triangles, and then just rolling them up into that croissant shape. Bit of a skill. They definitely wouldn't look that good if I was making them. Each one is perfect. He's obviously done this before. How many croissants do you think you've made?
More than 1,000.
More than 1,000? Just today? Every day.
So like this, we make the rolls before.
And you got another one here. Going for it.
Hello.
Hello. What is this?
The rolls for dinner.
Ah, these are rolls.
Make the machine.
Okay, so it goes in the machine. You don't do it by hand?
We make it by hand. Long time ago. Long time ago. Now we use the machine.
Look at that.
We can make by hand.
I bet. Obviously, I'm just joking. When you're making food for thousands of people, you can't make everything by hand. You have to have process and procedure so it comes out at the quality that you expect. But these guys, nevertheless, work so hard. So much respect for these guys. All right, guys, this is the main kitchen. It produces 80% of the food, or food for 80% of the people in the ship. Again, ridiculously clean, ridiculously professional. And look at the size. Very different to home cooking, where you're stirring with a paddle in like a bath. I would take a bath in something like this. But this is how professional food is made. This is a soup.
No, sir, it's a sauce for tonight's dish for the duck.
Ah, it's a sauce for the duck.
Yes.
So all of this just for a sauce for one dish.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, the thing that impresses me most in here, other than the cleanliness, other than the smiles, is the planning that goes into it. And quality food starts with quality ingredients, quality planning. He told us to plan the food, he has to order it 3 months ahead of sailing for it to get the right stuff, because they're looking for quality, especially with the seafood and especially with the speciality and the experiential. They want the best quality they can get. And that is planned months and months out. For you to eat it right now is impressive. And all we do is sit, order and enjoy. We have the easy job. Something I didn't film when I was there, I just want to say about the sustainability, because cruise ships get a tough time for sustainability. And what they do with food waste here and scraps is put them in biodigesters. They have 10 biodigesters on board, and that breaks the soft food down, and then they put them in tanks, and, well, after a longer process, they put them in tanks and then release it to feed the fish. Totally biodegradable, obviously, totally sustainable, totally safe, by the way, if you're wondering. And if they get any foreign objects like plastic or metal in there, they have detectors and sensors which senses it, so they get taken out. But something that I didn't really think of, and to be honest, filming and leaving stuff, I was feeling a bit guilty, but now I know that it's dealt with sustainably, you don't have to worry so much about it. Anyway, I've worked up an appetite. Let's go grab dinner. Dinner time, and it's actually still the first day, but YouTube doesn't always work in chronological order, so it's at the end of the video, because why not? That's how things work. And I've come to a place called the Eatery, which is essentially, it's not quite buffet because it's not self-service, but you can go up, choose what you want, multiple options, and essentially get as much as you want. It's given to you, but it is portioned up and dished up for you. And it is included in every package, so it is complimentary. You have choice, and this is all about choice. So let me show you around, and then we'll decide on what we're gonna eat. Tonight, you have Asian. Look at that, serving up. Looks pretty, hello, hello. And there's a lot of space here, because a lot of people do eat here. You've got still Asian poke bowls, tuna salad bowls. Everything is fresh. Everything is cooked for that day, of course. Got international section. What have we got here? Squid, chicken, little pork, grilled lamb, all sorts of things. You can see everything is labeled, and then you just essentially choose what you want and they'll serve it for you. Slightly different to on other ships, or the other ship that I've been on where you select it yourself. This is service, which is fine. Actually, probably more sustainable, reduces waste, because if it is buffet and I'm taking as much as I want, I'm probably not going to eat it all. Got Mexican tonight, ceviche it looks like, guacamole, all the sauces, all the different things for tacos and ribs. Looks pretty good. Ribs with gravy, look at that. Everything looks good. I mean, it's complimentary, and you might expect it to look a bit, not so much, right? But not a bit of it. Vegan and vegetarian, obviously very important to get that on there too. Also looks good. You've got pasta section or Italian, look at all of that. Cooked to order, it looks like, actually, with gluten-free options. Everything you need gluten-free. Got the healthy corner, salads. Don't think we're coming on a cruise to be healthy, are we? That's probably the one thing that we're not doing. Bakery and pastry. Yeah, we'll come back to them, Let's see what else there is. The fruit section. Probably not coming in on here to be healthy, as I say, but it's good to have it there. Different types of breads, all different types of breads. Freshly prepared, look at that. And then what's this? Mediterranean. Little antipasties and croquettes and pickles, and I have no idea what that is. Beef short ribs. They look pretty good too. The choice, guys, the choice. This is the place to come. It's busy, isn't it? Back to Asian, oh, similar, same again, but we can actually see what they're serving this time. We've got chicken tikka masala tonight.
Perfect. That's
Sweet and sour, dumplings, spring rolls. What more do you want? And actually, I like this. All of the sauces you can imagine, including some pretty cool ones. Sriracha hot sauce. And earlier, I did see laugama, crispy chili, but looks like someone's eaten it all. And you can see, I said it was prepared fresh. The kitchen out the back, open kitchen, I like that. And you can see, very clean, very professional. The difficult thing is the choice, guys. There's a baked potato, oh, and some grilled meat, that looks good. Look at that. Some ham. Yeah, essentially, get your food and you find a place to sit. And as I say, you can go back as many times as you want, take as much as you want. No one's going to stop you. So, let's decide what we're going to eat. All right, now you might be thinking, I've overdone it. And if you are thinking that, you'd be right. But I wanted to show you some stuff that you can get. So, let me show you. I've got a salami plate, antipasti. I've got some grilled vegetables with goat's cheese and basil. I have an Asian salmon poke bowl. I also have a crab salad with egg. And I added a little bit of Tabasco into that as well, because you can never have too much chili in your life. Pesto pasta and then a load of Parmesan on top of that as well. Spaghetti for me. I mean, you don't need to be a genius to work that out. Just a mixed plate, really. I guess American theme we could go with. We've got beef brisket. I thought it was ham, but it's beef brisket. We've got turkey breast sliced. We've got a loaded jacket potato. We've got a fish croquette, or like fried fish, and mac and cheese. I guess we should get going. I'm not really sure where to start. I mean, that one can wait. Let's go in a logical order. Let's start with some antipasti. And I should have got some bread to go with it, but I think actually I've got enough food overall, but you saw the selection of bread. So we've got different types of salami. It looks like we've got mortadella, parma ham, salami itself, olive, and some like cured ham as well. Love that, I'm gonna go for that. Mortadella, favorite of my grandfather. My grandfather was Italian, so I remember him eating a lot of mortadella. Yeah, as I say, need some bread, but, well, let's balance it with some of the roasted vegetables. This one, we've got roasted pepper, roasted courgette, a little bit of roasted aubergine underneath too, a little bit of goat's cheese too. That goat's cheese is strong. Yeah, you can taste the goatiness. I love goat's cheese. If you don't like it, maybe you won't like that. But I love that they've gone bold. And the vegetables have been grilled on the grill, so you can taste the smokiness or the char on them as well. Very delicious. Nice little starters. What I love is that you have selection in this place, in the eatery. You can, well, depending on what you fancy, you can kind of pick little bits of what you want. Like, we've got different cuisines here. And yeah, that's always interesting, isn't it? You have different options with the pasta. You had Alfredo sauce, you had tomato sauce, you had bolognese sauce, and then you had basil pesto, which is what I've gone with. Vibrant green color, as you can see. What I love is that it is prepared fresh. You can see him making it in front of you. There's a little bit of theatre there, isn't there? Of course, the pasta is par cooked. Only needs another minute to finish. That's what you'd expect. That's what every restaurant does. Not just a cruise ship. Every single restaurant will par cook the pasta so it's ready quickly. So, well, look at that, guys. Not exactly a small portion if you're worried about them serving you. It would be very easy for them to overcook the pasta, but there's a nice bite to it. It's fresh, it's light, very strong on the basil, which is what you want from a pesto. And there's a bit of acidity in there as well. There's some lemon in there. And it blows my mind that this is open every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, churning out this variety, this baseline quality, because this is the complimentary food, right? It's not meant to blow you away. It's not meant to make you go, wow, that's what it is. It's just meant to be consistent, tasty, and available. And that's exactly what it is. And let's be honest, you cannot beat sitting here, eating next to the window, with the sea going by, as the sun is starting to go down. Not bad, is it?
Well, that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, give it a like, and join me next time for more from Sun Princess. Take care.